Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see movies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Hi. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the double D's, where we fight to protect that which we love and sometimes wonder, what does it cost us? We ask those questions. We think deep around here. And sometimes we like to go deep. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good afternoon so far. I've been up since 9 because I went to bed relatively early for my schedule as it is, and I'm simply trying to take it easy today. Yesterday was very, very busy. If you haven't checked it out, go watch my review of Starfleet Academy episode 4, which is essentially an hour of insulting Klingons. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. It's terrible. There's so much gay in it too. Other than that, you could also go catch Dermy and myself talking anime on Anime Odyssey. We went for 3 hours last night. Good stuff. Go watch it. We were just talking and having a good time. And then, of course, tonight we got Ballbuster, so there's that. But anyway, so hope you guys are doing all right. Let's see. What do we got going on today? I don't know. I got a couple things. When I ended Anime Odyssey last night, I go to check my DMs and I get a DM from Jed going, Mandy Patinkin. And I'm like, why are you yelling about Mandy Patinkin? Why? And then a couple seconds on X, and yeah, I found out why. Quickly found out why. We got another casting for God of War live action TV series. Yeah, Mandy Patinkin is Odin. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. That's not going to work for me. Mainly because dude from the West Wing, literally, that they just copy and pasted him into the game to go with his VA work. Is he busy? Is he sick? That's all I want to know. Is he busy? Is he sick? Is he not interested? Because it's a layup. The guy already is literally Odin. So go with Mandy Patinkin, who, listen, it's been a while since I saw him in anything. I know that he's lost his mind along with everybody else. And Mandy Patinkin's a good actor. Don't get me wrong, but that's a total freaking miscast. And funny story. My mom used to do his hair in New York in the 70s when he was doing stage work in New York. Late 70s, early 80s. I don't know. She used to do his hair way back in the day. Just funny connective tissue story. You never know who you meet along the way in life. Anyway, so Mandy Patinkin is Odin. I'm not going to spend too much time on this here. This is more of discussion now for Roundtable because we've been covering God of War live action. And this is a miscast. People like this. Catholic big top tier so far. Questions about the guy. Casting has been okay so far. And Mandy Patinkin is not a good call for Odin. And this guy's a complete unknown in the West. And I don't know who the fuck he is. I know her. She's okay. But Sif is not a major character. And Hurst is as Kratos. Yeah, that was a good call. But still, Mandy Patinkin is Odin. It's a little off. It's a little off. You think they're doing their own? Well, listen, Ron D. Moore doesn't care about the lore. He doesn't. He's as much said that. He doesn't care about the games. He didn't play them, isn't going to play them, didn't read up on them. And while I trust Ron D. Moore as a showrunner and a writer when he's invested in something, this has red flags. Red flags remain, man. So I just had to remark on this since we talked about the Odin casting yesterday, which wasn't a red flag. Just okay, we'll see what that guy has to bring to it. But Mandy Patinkin is Odin. Just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. I feel like you got to go to the bathroom and let it out. That's what it feels like right there. Anyway, so there's that. That's just a little bit of a warm up. I just wanted to get that one out of the way. Let you know that I didn't miss it. But other things going on though. Let me have a drink real quick. Cope is a funny thing. Yes, we're going to talk about cope. We're going to talk about copium. Cope is a funny thing. Because if you're a sane person, like myself and like you, who doesn't twist reality to fit our narrative or protect ourselves from as things are going on, we don't understand the need for cope. I don't understand the need for cope. I look at somebody in the full throes of cope, and I think you have a mental problem. It's that simple. I think you are mentally ill because you are forcing yourself to pretend that something's going your way, that something is great. Now, as I mentioned, I'm reviewing Starfleet Academy. Seems a lot of you are enjoying those reviews. Thank you for your support. I woke up this morning to find, well, a little bit from last night, even more so this morning. It was technically morning when I first found it. Point is, I go around the little interwebs, and I discover that despite all active evidence of failure, the cope for Starfleet Academy is real. There are those who think that this is a breath of fresh air for Star Trek are trying to tell me that yesterday's episode got Klingons right, that the ships look great, all kinds of stuff. Meanwhile, everybody's ripping this shit apart. Is it the Acolyte all over again? I don't think it's as bad as the Acolyte because these people they don't seem as deranged. They seem to at least have well thought out shilling. Acolyte stands are just crying and vomiting and wanting to have sex with each other and the characters on the screen. These people have at least some thoughts to them, but it's clear that their copium is maybe even worse because when you have to think that hard to vomit some text, your copium is strong. I have examples. This is the one I found. And it's now prepare yourself. If you need a bucket, go get a bucket or a garbage can. You might want to throw up out of disgust. Some loser called Venture Pictures, who probably has a YouTube channel larger than me. I didn't look. They always do. These stands somehow always have a YouTube channel larger than me. Credit where it's due. You didn't even say it. You go credit where credit is due, not credit where it's due. You have a blue check mark. At least get it right. You have unlimited space to write here. Credit where it's due. Vox in Excello was a beautifully written and directed episode of Starfleet Academy. Klingon stories are still captivating in 2026. They were always my favorite. First of all, it was not written well. It had tons of forced drama, terrible dialogue, and no rhythm at all. So it was written terribly. I have been very critical of newer Trek. Oh, I bet you have. I bet you have. But Starfleet Academy has really surprised me. It's brought back fun into Trek. I think that's what we've missed for so long in TV series. Not only Trek. Glad to see it making a comeback. Such a comeback nobody is watching. I mean, I'm watching it to review. More people are watching those of us reviewing it than actually watching it. It's kind of Rings of Power all over again. Everybody's watching the reviewers rip it apart, making fun of it, making it more fun than the actual show. Sure, it's got its faults. I'm not a huge fan of the ships. Some moments feel cheesy, but God, you need actually a comma there, a comma, use punctuation. Star Trek always has been. No, Star Trek has not always been cheesy. TOS looked cheesy because, let's be honest, the 60s were cheesy. But TOS movies, TNG, DS9, not really that cheesy. Not cheesy. In fact, DS9 gets more and more hardcore the deeper you go into the seasons. So, I don't know what Star Trek this loser's watching, but he hasn't watched real Star Trek. Thank you for finally getting Klingons right again, and the ships look good. Oh, no, the Klingons are all wrong. Just go watch my review. I detail every moment where they screw up Klingon lore, culture, horrendously. It's heinous. It's horrific. It's honorless. Make pylons and nacelles attach again. Lol. I want to smack people when they do that. Lol. I just want to smack them. Just want to smack them. But in all seriousness, I'm really pleased with the character development in this show and this episode. I hope they get a chance to do more in this kind of episode. It's kind of. I'm going to be grammar Nazi. Be kind of. First of all, no. Here's what your character growth was. Remember, and if you haven't watched my video, quick take. Klingon sad. Klingon coward. Klingon part of a family of thruples. Klingon gets hit on by other guy who wants to fuck him in the butt. Klingon cries. Klingon cries! Klingon is activist. People listen to activism. Klingons could participate in a fight of no honor, a farce, a kabuki theater, and claim victory. All kinds of wrong. Go watch the video. It's all there. Bravo, Star Trek on Paramount Plus. You've converted this cynic of new Trek into a fan because of this episode. You're worthless. Now, I replied to this guy and I said he's full of shit. And then later on this morning, I find a tweet. I'm done talking to Star Trek fans. I'm going to talk Stargate now. Oh, motherfucker, stay away from Stargate. Stay the fuck away from Stargate. This is a worthless piece of shit individual to do this. We got another one. Jed sent me this one. Vox in Excelso is a real gem in the first Star Trek Starfleet Academy episode where I said to myself, I think I might love this show. This is, in my opinion, the best Klingon episode since DS9, and the high-stakes drama totally works in context of a grounded character episode. The high-stakes drama. Manufactured Kurtzman Trek drama. Manufactured Kurtzman Trek lore. They blew up Kronos. They blew it up during the burn. And just to get once again, a little blip of my review. The Klingons, whose territory is massive in the Beta Quadrant, massive territory. They couldn't find a colony planet of their own and recolonize it and rechristen it New Kronos or some shit like that, a new capital. So instead, they're all just refugees. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you say this episode is good, if you say they do Klingons well, I call you full of shit. I call you fake fan. I call you ass licker. Oh, Kel, it blew up during the burn where all the dilithium exploded. Yeah. Because last I heard, Kronos didn't have dilithium on the planet. That's where they mined moons like Praxis, which blew up in Star Trek 6. For some reason, Kronos blew up, but Earth didn't blow up. What? Excuse me? Billions dead. But still billions out in the cosmos, out in the quadrant. They could have they had an entire empire of worlds. You're telling me they couldn't have scraped together some ships and gone and made a new capital? It's kind of dumb when you think about it. But then again, these are dumb writers. They don't know what they're talking about. Really stupid. That's Kurtzman check. So these people who claim to be Star Trek fans, who claim to understand Star Trek, who claim to be pushing for good Trek, they don't understand a damn thing. Nothing. Then they'll cry when we call them fake fans. They'll say, "Why are you yelling at me? I just enjoy this." No, you can't. I'm not going to let you. Not going to let you. That's all I'm going to say about that. As I said, if you want to watch my full take on the episode, please go watch my review and join me tomorrow night on Where No Man Wants to Go reviews. Hang on, hiccup. With Jed, Brad, and our guest is Dermy, who I guarantee by the end of the day will be cursing me out in DMs for making him watch this. So there you go. There you go. Kurtzman Trek and Cope. But you see right there, back to the topic of Cope. What kind of brain chemistry do you have if you're saying these things? And there are multiple accounts, multiple people talking today going, this episode gets it right. I love these Klingons. They're so good. They got Klingons completely wrong. And if you can't say that or see it, you are completely wrong. This is why we gatekeep. This is why you, the gatekeepers, you exist. I mean, some people are saying Star Trek is dead. I don't know about that. It would be very easy to reset it. You just pick up shortly after Voyager or something like that. And yeah, we'd have to erase Picard season 3 because they erased it themselves. They erased the good shit they were setting up with Picard season 3 all on their own. So we would have to erase Picard season 3, and I'm willing to make that sacrifice. I am willing to make a sacrifice because then that would mean there would be no Picard, and Picard would not have been a synth. No Jack Crusher, but I'll live with that. I like Jack Crusher, but I'll live with it. I can accept these losses. Well, the thing is, Kel, now think about it like this. They blew up Romulus. Kurtzman Trek has blown up Romulus. They've blown up Cronus. And I think Vulcan is still in one piece in this one. That was JJ Trek that blew up Vulcan, not Kurtzman Trek. But they like to blow up the home worlds of original core Star Trek races, apparently, and make them refugees. You gotta make them refugees. But I said, I don't think I think. Listen, maybe it's because I'm not black-pilled. Maybe it's because I don't say I'm an optimist, but I am. My realism allows me to look at this. Star Trek could be easily saved because you could sweep the past 15 years under the rug, and nobody would care. Nobody would give a damn. You could sweep it under the rug, and you could pick up shortly after Nemesis, or not shortly, but you could do another 100 years, jump another 100 years after Nemesis, and just start fresh, like they did with TNG. Just start fresh. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Create do another story. Be all right. It'll be okay. You get away with it. I mean, Paramount Skydance says they are working on a new Star Trek project, but I don't trust them. I don't trust them. I need to trust and verify. I need goodwill, and Paramount Skydance has not created any goodwill with me right now. So, no. But here's the thing. If you think something is dead, that you're allowed to. Well, listen, we've seen enough horrible things go on. But nothing can't be undone, especially in science fiction, especially if you understand how timelines work, good cutoff points, or if shows like, we'll say, Doctor Who allow for the ability to fix it very easily. I think there are good writers out there. They just don't have work. They just don't have work. I mean, Terry Matalas wrote good Star Trek. He just had to work within the confines of Kurtzman Trek. So I think it's out there. I think there are good writers out there. They just need to either be allowed to write or not be corrupted by Hollywood, Western entertainment. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Western entertainment is on the brink. That's why the independent sphere is so important, because the people who have been reverse gatekept, who have been locked out of getting into the industry, are doing things on their own. Doing things on their own. The unfortunate part is that it's across the board when you think about it in terms of why it's not working. The talent are all broken individuals. Some of them may be really good at what they do, but they're all terrible people. And we know too much about them, and we don't really want to watch them do their craft anymore. Directors are all full of shit. And at the same time, you are correct. The current crop of writers, which have been cultivated for the past decade, the DEI hires, we'll use a proper term, use it correctly, the elevated DEI hires who didn't have any merit but were given jobs because of their skin color, gender, or where they shove their dick. They don't have talent. And what's happening now is a separation of entertainment. New things, as Dre loves to put it, and I hate it when he uses it against me, but I'm going to use it because it's a good statement. Things must die in order for something new to be born. There has to be the forest sometimes must burn down for new life to grow. It's a natural thing of nature. It's a natural process. It's how you clear away the dead shit. Whatever comes next may not be the same, but it doesn't mean it won't be better. Doesn't mean it won't be better. There's a lot of talent out there in the independent sphere, myself included. I believe I am very talented at what I do, my writing. I'm going to toot my own horn. Be confident. Be confident in yourself. I've got lots of stories to tell. I believe the medium of a book is what people need these days. Without books being written, without comics being written, you don't have source material for anything. Because let's be honest, things based on something are always going to be better because somebody else took the time to build the world that gets it brought to life. And there are a lot of people out there ready to bring new life to entertainment. And you simply need the chance, the opportunity. Myself, I am brute forcing my opportunity. I'm growing this channel as fast as I can, getting as much eyes on the channel, getting as much engagement as I can, so that when I can do it, I can offer up a book and it gets a solid launch. And we begin something, you begin small and grow it in steps. Because when you start with the small stuff and it's good and it holds on, maintains, it'll always be there as the newer stuff comes out, and people can always go back and catch up and then grow it some more. So you make stuff, put it out there. I mean, we all have our different patterns on how we're doing this. I have chosen to grow this channel, get a certain amount of subscriptions, make sure that people are engaged and watching. And then when I am in a better place financially, that means YouTube can support me. I can move out of here, set up a better tax situation for myself. Then we launch a book. We do it ourselves. We don't rely on the legacy infrastructure, especially publishing, which has been ruined by many people. Doors have been closed because you don't prescribe to certain ideologies. And it's the same everywhere. People making games, people writing comics. See them everywhere. There is a very large contingent of independent creators who are very good at their chosen field. And in the coming years, as the legacy structures begin to collapse, whether it's Hollywood, whether it's gaming, whether it's publishing, as they all collapse, and we're watching them collapse. The agenda, the commie Marxism, all of it has rotted it from within. Nobody's interested. Nobody cares. It's going to fall apart. And then grassroots, organic, independent movements will take hold. And new things will be born. New industries, new content, new IPs, new franchises. I myself hope to be a part of it. With your help and support, we get there. One step closer every day. Now, I wish we could run there so we're ready to go by June. So I don't have to renew my lease in this godforsaken place who do not care about my safety or anybody's safety. It is still an icy tundra nightmare in this complex. And I left yesterday, the other day. I left. I was able to leave, get my car out. It's not like that outside where they get work done. In here, it's a nightmare. And the people in doing it are horrible people. They're not very nice. They're not good at their job. And I'll say it. And I'll say it. You point at me, I don't care. Overseers who stand there while the hired help, the low-quality hired help that they bring in, do shitty jobs and don't work fast enough. I mean, they finally got a bobcat here to clear out the 2-foot-inch snow ice on the sidewalks. They did it and then they left. And while they were here, with the empty parking spaces that have snow blocking parking spaces, they could have cleared out those spaces in a few minutes, but they didn't. They just up and fucked off, leaving people unable to get into parking space, leaving messes that they made even worse. Now, I made a mess, but they made it worse. So it's a disaster. And I got to get out of here. But your support gets us closer every single day. But support of me, support of others who have these projects, these things ready to go, we're getting closer. And as I said, when it all falls apart, there's fresh undergrowth there. And new things will happen. New things will grow. You just have to recognize it. And you got to get behind it. That's what you got to do. Got to do. Needs help. Everything needs help in the beginning before it can create its own momentum. Right now, personally, again, I am incapable of creating my own momentum. I need support from every angle. And I thank everybody that has shown up lately to do that. But Star Trek could be saved. Star Wars could be saved. Doctor Who could be saved. All these things could be saved with the right people. And there are the right people out there. They just need to be found and given a chance. It's that simple. That's simple. It's not quite optimism. It's more realism, is my understanding. So, anyway, all right. Let's move on. What do we got today? I don't got much else. We got the news. Do we have anything else going on here? We have $35 from Kratos for a chat made me watch this reviews. Let's see what Kratos has in store for me this time around. I recently enjoyed watching Matchstick Men. Tell me what you think of it, and personally think I personally think it's better than The Room. I haven't seen Matchstick Men. I know of it. I haven't seen it. So that will be a first timer. Okay, so we'll probably. I would say I think I could get it done for Monday, Kratos. I think I can get it done for Monday. I think so. I think I can get it done for Monday. So we'll get that done for Monday. And we'll do a chat, maybe watch us reviews next week. So let's refresh. Let's refresh the news. And we'll see what's got in store for us today. That's a little sad. That's a little sad right there. That's a little sad as I come upon here. Have a drink. We'll get started here. So Catherine O'Hara has passed away. 71. It's a little young. Younger than my mom. That's sad. Always kind of enjoyed Catherine O'Hara in movies. She was always pretty good. And I don't think she shot her mouth off, so I pretty much enjoyed her and stuff. So that's a shame. R.I.P. Catherine O'Hara. Channing Tatum's Josephine Nuance Bear fuck your Sundance crap. YouTube star Mark Plyer's self-financed horror film Iron Lung is opening on 4,000 screens after fan demand. It makes me tear up. They left at the opportunity to help me. Sure. Paramount's gonna hire some lobbyist to do shit. Lobbyists are scum. No matter what side they work on, they're scum. I don't care, dude in the pit doing something. And here we are. God of War live action series brings back Alistair Duncan as Mimir. Okay, so we have Mimir, but he's just going to be a voice, so that's fine because Mimir's going to be CGI. Danny Woodburn and Jeff Golka as Brock and Sindri. So, okay, I'm gonna have to bookmark this because we need this for because they're just dropping all the castings now. We're gonna get Atreus and Una now. Alistair Duncan is cast as Mimir. Danny Woodburn and Jeff Golka have been cast as Brock and Sindri. Yeah, so they brought back the voice, and we recognize him. Very recognizable. I'm familiar with a lot of his work over the years. So that's easy because he's the voice. And, man, all right, so we got to bookmark this. Bookmarking that. We'll talk more God of War this Sunday. Oh, boy. The best Bridgerton collabs we found online. Fuck off, Bridgerton. We're not, none of us are gay here or women. Next Fast and Furious movie, Fast Forever, sets spring 2028 release date. Isn't that the end? I think that's the end. I think that's the end of it right there. No more Fast movies. Thank God. Thank God. Lioness Season 3 cast Lev Gorin in recurring role. I don't even know what that is. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze set for week-long 35th anniversary theatrical return in new 4K restoration. Why has it got to be 4K? I'm so sick of 4K. It's a hoax. I can see just fine. I don't need things in 4K. But yeah, Secret of the Ooze was okay. It was all right. It was okay. It got a little more comic booky when they went with it, and they dove a little more into lore. But I still don't understand why they had to go with Toka and Razor, where they could have just done Bebop and Rocksteady. They could have just done Bebop and Rocksteady and been fine with that. All right, let's keep going. Grey's Anatomy pauses production as crew members support Oh, if ever a show needed to be canceled, Grey's Anatomy needs to be canceled, and that is one of the many reasons why we support anti-ICE. Well, their audience are all dim-witted commie Marxist leftist women wine moms. Fuck off. That is something that should have been put down a decade ago. This fucking show. Grey's Anatomy. I don't care about your Grammys. I don't know about this is. I don't know who this is, but I'm glad her mom survived a stroke, I guess. Don't care about this. Peter Mullen, star of The Fall of Sir Douglas Weatherford, talks horrors of Trump and the killing of... Oh, shut up. Love of God. Anything remotely normal or interesting here? Does anybody care about a Red Hot Chili Peppers documentary? You can't give it away now because nobody wants it. Josh Gad is gay and a hack, and nobody likes him. Don't care what he's doing. Black Cyrano. Sure. Black Cyrano. Black Cyrano de Bergerac. Yeah. No. Hillary Duff hints at upcoming world tour at sold-out Los Angeles concert. Hillary Duff deserves to have a proper comeback now because she is just everybody loves her milfy goodness. So I'm okay with that. And she keeps her mouth shut, and she's very pro-family. That's good by me. Don't care. None of this is interesting. Keep going. And this is the stuff from yesterday, pretty much. More crying. Though it is interesting that Sydney Sweeney does say, I'm not here to speak on politics. I'm in the arts. That's not an area I've ever imagined getting into. Whatever you will say about Sydney Sweeney and her magnificent tits, she's smart. Shut up. Show us your tits. Promote your wares. Do your movies. You are eye candy. You are a big-titted dancing monkey. And that's why we like you. We don't care what you think about anything. Except maybe to tell us where your sweet spots are. Otherwise, this is just smart marketing for her. She understands because she got a good look at the people who just want what she's providing in terms of entertainment and the people who want to drag her down and mire her and ruin her career by getting her involved in politics and ideology and promotion of bullshit. She knows who's buttering her mounds, and it's her horny fans. Don't piss them off because you can very easily be replaced. She gets it. She's a smart little businesswoman, and she will survive. She will survive. Fuck off, Bridgerton, and we're moving on. What we got here? Fast and Furious 11, already talked about that. Go back and play Morrowind and tell me that's the game you want to play again. Former Bethesda veteran delivers his verdict on potential Elder Scrolls remasters. I didn't like Morrowind personally. It's just me. I didn't like it. I did not enjoy Morrowind. Plain and simple. I'm so sad this is coming to an end. Tom Holland's heartwarming note to Spider-Man Brand New Day crew revealed. They're trying to create goodwill. Now, Spider-Man doesn't need goodwill because Tom Holland will do fine in his Spider movie. People watch Spider-Man. It's very simple. It's like people go watch Batman. People watch Spider-Man. Very simple equation. Google AI Project Genie allows you to create playable worlds from prompts. So, of course, it's been used to rip off Nintendo games like Marvel. Actually, it's been used to rip off every game. Not just Nintendo games, every game. I've seen this Genie stuff pop up all morning. Everybody, it's on every game. So, whatever. As long as they're not trying to sell it, let them do whatever the fuck they want. If nobody's selling it and just doing it and playing around with it for free, what does it matter? You're not stealing. You're not trying to profit for somebody else's work. There's no copyright infringement. You're just messing around. I see no problem with it. And maybe it's also a way for somebody to develop some skills, some ideas of what they want to do for their own game development. It could be good for inspiration. Very good for inspiration. Something else to inspire us. Sometimes things don't just pop out of nowhere. Those of us who create worlds, create ideas, create IPs, little things, could be anything, could spark an idea and have us go from there. So somebody wants to use this genie thing to rip off, to copy a game that's already there in order to do it the way they want it and give them an idea for their own stuff. I see nothing wrong with that if that's how it's being used. I see nothing wrong with it. Beyond Good and Evil 2 creative director gives first statement since Ubisoft reorganization, says team remains committed and focused. I don't give a crap. After going gold, Crimson Desert developer deep in optimization phase to make the game run as good as it possibly can before launch. Makes me happy. My copy is pre-ordered in roughly 5 weeks. What is it? Wait, when is coming out? I think it's coming out on the 16th. I hate when I type in an angle because I'm not Desert release date. March 19th. Okay, so about 6 weeks. I pre-ordered my copy. About 6 weeks. It'll arrive in the mail because physical copy. I'll get that, and we'll be streaming that. I'm looking forward to it. I am. We're going to have some high adventure, I think. High adventure. I was reading up on it a little bit yesterday with the latest release notes. Looking good. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that one. A lot of fun. So good. That's good. They got 6 weeks, and they're just tweaking it. They're tweaking it. Go for it. Give us the best launch possible. Nintendo responds after Switch game censorship left Dispatch's nudity permanently covered with black boxes. What did I say in my porn rant a year ago? What did I say? Take away the porn. People are going to revolt. Don't take away titties. We need titties. Titties keep us sane. Titties heal our mental wounds. Harry Potter TV actor Nick Frost says he wrote Hagrid 7,000 times while watching the movies to manifest himself getting the part. You know, Nick Frost could fuck right off. I don't give a fuck about him. He has long since overstayed his welcome as comic actor. He did a couple good things, and after that, 80% of everything else, every percent of the rest of it, shit. Not as funny as he thinks he is. And that I doubt he did that. And talking about it sounds very childish. Fallout 76 fans debate rights and wrongs of $30 NCR Power Armor bundle with content from the TV show. Listen, you got problems if you're playing Fallout 76 in the first place. I'm sorry. I've seen the videos. I know what happened. Why are you playing that game still? They don't like you. You're nothing but something to squeeze money from. Meet the Beatles. First look at Sam Menendez, Fab Four. No, thank you. Made Between as Odin. Already talked about that. And that's kind of it. One more stop, Park Place. Reed Pop responds to ICE data claims the Star Wars Celebration boycott campaign continues. Yeah, but it's a boycott campaign made up of morons that don't amount to anything. It's the same people that watch The Acolyte. They don't amount to anything. Nothing. Don't be worried. Don't be afraid. First glimpse of K-pop Demon Hunter toys from Mattel and Hasbro. That's a lot of money to be made right there. A lot of money. Disney World bans third-party services and company issues cease and desist letters to vendors. Yeah, don't sell stuff cheaper than we are. It's probably better. Hollywood Guild Management Leadership for Dummies. How these organizations actually are run. Yeah, when actors try to run stuff, they're not very good at it. So I'm not surprised to run like shit. Disney World adds pass holder good to go days for February. Stephen Colbert, cry, stuff from yesterday. And Don Lemon was arrested this morning. Why that's on this website, I don't know. It's not exactly pop culture. But yeah, but Don Lemon was arrested because you can't break and enter. You can't break and enter. It's not freedom of speech. Well, there's the news. I'm okay with it. I'm sticking to it. We'll go a little bit longer. Anything else from you guys? Nope, not at the moment. All right. Well, anyway, I've kind of talked myself out here. Unless you guys have an article or something else you want to throw my way, or a discussion topic you want to throw out there per the rules, I guess we'll start wrapping it up. Let's see. Rest of the day, I'm kind of taking the rest of the day off until Ballbusters tonight, who our guest is. Iron Oxide is our guest tonight. I've been told by Dermy. Iron Oxide is our guest. We've got some topics. I was supposed to try and find some extra topics for tonight, but obviously there's nothing interesting here to talk about. So we'll see what we get to tonight, whether we stay on the track, stay on the rails, or get off the rails and go nuts like we always do. Other than that, tomorrow Jen and I will be recording. What was it? Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans for Drive-In. We'll have that recorded and uploaded after Where No Man Wants to Go reviews at 6 p.m. Eastern. Myself, Jed, and Brad with guest Derby will be talking Starfleet Academy. Sunday Roundtable, 3 p.m. Eastern. We got some stuff to talk about. We'll talk God of War. Talk a little DCU. And we'll see what else I can come up with. I'll think about it. I try the best I can. And then we are off next weekend because of the Super Bowl weekend. No point in running the show during the Super Bowl. Anyway, then we'll be back next week, usual time. Same Adam time, same Adam channel. Monday through Friday, right here, 1 p.m. Eastern, for more Daily Dive Double D's. Jed and I will be playing some Jump Space on Monday as well. And I'd love to if I had time today, I would love to play some Dragon Quest, just to chill with you guys with Dragon Quest, but I don't have time. Because of yesterday was review day, I got all my extra house chores to do for today and dinner and stuff like that so that I can get through the weekend nice and clean and easy. So, maybe, I don't know. I really want to find time to finish this up. I'm going to put a poll up, though. I need to put the poll up for the next round of gaming. Next round of gaming to try and carry us through February to Crimson Desert. Our first true new game of the year. Anyway, so I think that's pretty much it. I've got nothing to really go on about. Once again, please watch the review of Starfleet Academy. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. A lot of people fresh coming in. And if you are coming in brand new to the channel, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for having fun, because I do for you guys to have fun as much as myself. And I appreciate everybody coming in. So with that said, we'll check the tips one more time. Nope, nothing fresh here. So we're going to wrap it up then. Thanks, everybody, for joining me today. We'll end a few minutes early. Won't quite get to the hour. Let me see. Is anybody doing anything? Let's go check. See, I'm getting better about that. Seeing if anybody's streaming to try and raid. Because you try and raid your friends. Nope. Nobody I am involved with is streaming at the moment. So there you go. Go watch. If you haven't watched it, if you wanted to hear good weeb stuff, go rewatch Anime Odyssey from last night. And I will see you guys later tonight on Ballbuster at 11 p.m. Eastern. Until then, everybody, take it easy and have a good rest of your day.